And there is this very small far-right group of extremists. We know they're far-right from the past associations of Southern, who are marauding around Westminster and pouncing upon anybody who they don't like. They've racially abused police officers, Sky News journalists. I was there when Laura Koonsberg, the BBC's political editor, I was just walking along the road chatting to her. They saw her and they swarmed around, and some of the vitriolic and misogynistic abuse. If anybody shouted that in a shopping centre, they would be arrested. And then I tried to reason with them, and that got absolutely nowhere. They aren't interested in free speech. They're interested in their own hate speech. And my fear is, and I understand, there are lots of protests outside Parliament. A lot of them are very raucous. People can be very loud. Broadcasters may not like it when they stick banners in the background in cameras. Well, tough. But this is a different nature with this group, and I fear it will escalate into violence. In fact, one of the ringleaders of the group who went for Anna Soubry, he's being filmed screaming at police, saying they're fair game. If they want a war, they will get one.
Why do you think the police, and for example, what happened to Anna Soubry, why are the police not acting?
Well, I think it is because of this question of how far free speech goes and your right to criticise politicians. And Anna Soubry, Conservative MP, pro-Remain, she engages in pretty robust debate herself. And it is very difficult to draw the line, but I do wonder, watching it and having experienced it, whether they have crossed a line. And there are public order offences when people feel intimidated. I go back. If I was in a shopping centre and I started hurling abuse and behaving like this group, I would expect to be lifted. My collar felt. I would expect to be arrested. Now, maybe that's what they want because they Facebook Live what they do to appeal to other supporters. They make appeals for funding. So maybe they want some notoriety. I think the police have a difficult job, unquestionably, here. But it's escalating. With this group, lots of other pro-Brexit campaigners, anti-Brexit campaigners around Westminster, making a noise, making their presence felt, but they're not threatening in the way this far-right group is.
Kevin Maguire complains about Brexit supporters shouting, but he supports the so-called Unite Against Fascism, a group of anti-democratic thugs whose sole purpose is to attack people in the streets and try to intimidate them. Here is some footage of them physically attacking the BNP right outside the Houses of Parliament. But there is a lot more footage of them online.
The anti-fascist protesters heard about the BNP's plan to come to Westminster through the internet, and they were in determined mood.
If any patriotic group behaved so aggressively, they would be banned and their members imprisoned. But the UAF seem to operate with impunity and the support of so-called journalists like Kevin Maguire.